But without further ado, we've got Acno and Blaze waiting on Acno to lock in. We've got Machete and Fozy, and they're going in with the double lance. We talked a little bit in the pre-show about how they'll play towards the meta. Interestingly enough, this is kind of counter meta. Lance has fallen out of favor a little bit with some of the recent, relatively recent changes, but it seems like the red team's still liking the Lance. On the other side, double Thor coming out from Acno and Blaze.
Even with Lance like getting sidelight recovery moved out, so it's maybe falling out just a little bit. It is A, it's a little bit, and B, Scarlet really isn't feeling that too much, and Olgrim kind of also isn't feeling that too much. Two of the most popular Lance characters being played right now. But Fozy today, he's been starting with the Scarlet and then swapping over to the Yumiko. We haven't seen him actually really hard commit to totally one or the other. He'll get to a point in a set where the Scarlet's not working, and he'll swap over to the Yumiko and then just stay on the Yumiko the rest of the day. It seems like every set he starts with the Scarlet and then shifts to the Yumiko if necessary.
I do really enjoy the Yumiko from what I have been seeing from Fozy's Yumiko. It'll be interesting to see if he opts to make that swap, but for now, we're going to see that Scarlet come out alongside Machete. Already picking up the Lance on the left side. No weapon pickups for the blue team just yet. Acno's going to find the orb.
So I'm scary of the Axe Nair, and I'm scared of the Lance Nair here on Enigma, but I'm even more scared of the double Hammer Nair from this dual Thor coming out from the blue team of Acno and Blaze. You even see like two schools of thought. You see the hardcore, edgy Thor costume coming out from Acno, and then you see the casual summer vacation Thor coming out from Blaze.
I think that's just true to their personalities, right? Acno is the hardcore, intense Capricorn of the team, and then on the other side, you've got Blaze, who's just chilling, playing this game, floating his way back towards the stage. Gonna get caught by the neutral signature from Fozy, though, as Fozy opts to target swap and get the double, utilizing the soft platforms to hit that neutral signature.
And that was like the final frames of that neutral signature. They can kind of linger a little bit longer than you think they do, especially right at the tip of that. You think you're safe, but they're still active over there. I died to a Scarlet the other day doing that like 3 different times, and it was those final frames of it that clipped me almost every time right at that tip.
Yeah, that tip will stay a little bit dangerous while it's floating out there, and of course Fozy knows it and is ready to hit it whenever possible. Throwing out a little too much, though, as Blaze is going to find that side air and even up the stocks. We did see Machete fall just a little while ago to a down light ground pound. Oh, nice pickup from Fozy. Oh, he just dropped that.
Big swings coming out on Acno here. He's the most damaged on the blue team, and Machete is the most damaged on the red team. But Blaze is on his final stock here. He's got to be careful. Has to play this legendary, almost like a last stock legend.
Almost.
We'll see if he's able to do it.
Some might say that. Machete also going to be on that last stock alongside Blaze. So far, Blaze not taking a whole lot of damage, so there is that potential for legend status to be obtained. Over on the left side, Machete gonna find a little bit of a hit with his lance, but Blaze starting to swing with this hammer.
Yeah. Machete wasn't really finding any momentum. He found like 1 hit, and then Blaze found 3 or 4 hits right after that. Just backing up after getting the 1 hit didn't allow Machete to continue that string. Side stick Blaze! He might be the last stock legend here. He's doing it.
Keep saying it.
Looking like me in my last rank game I played right before this on this map.
Side sig from Acno. Machete with a solid punish. Gonna take one off of Acno. Blaze hits the side air. And suddenly Machete is out of there as well. Fozy gonna have to go 1 versus 2. It's a side air on the Blaze. Trying to deny that legend status.
Blaze dipping down real low. Fully trusting Acno to completely take care of Fozy here. Not even worried about the weapon toss coming down. Sidelights there, getting a little bit of team damage. Not too bad, though. It's Acno taking that damage. If it was the other way around, that sidelight side air might put Blaze into a rough spot, but it wasn't that way, so the blue team doesn't even have to worry. Acno kind of taking point here over on the edge. Fozy gets through. There's the side air. Blaze not quite reaching last stock legend status, and Acno dropping some options there. Right on that corner, kind of that weird interaction. Fozy might be the last stock legend here, taking out both Blaze and Acno.
I do want to go back. I love the target swap coming out from Fozy. Put Acno in. Oh, free stock, take it.
Yes, he did it.
All right, he's just gonna.
Yes,
he's gonna let that happen. But Fozy is gonna get the dub. An awkward close to that one as Acno. I don't know if his mom burst into the room at the last moment or something, but it is still going to be a dub in the way of Team Machete and Fozy. That legendary status might be going the way of Fozy on his last stock.
Fozy's getting some flame in the in-game chat for the behavior that he just did.
We're taking that dub?
I'm going to say, it's winner's finals, baby. You take whatever you can.
He needs that keyboard. He needs that 10 keyless keyboard.
That's true, because it's one thing to get this big prize pool and then go buy it, but there's one thing better than that, and it's free gear.
All you gotta do is say free. I'm in there.
Looks like we're going
game number 2.
Kind of into this right now. We've already seen one ban coming out from the red team. Blaze banning the rest. Taking some time on the second and third. This final choice between Mammoth and Small Enigma. They might just be waiting on the decision whether to wait.
I think they're so time's gonna run out, and it is gonna reset. But yeah, I think they're still talking it out because Acno and Blaze not too happy with how that one ended. Also, I think the bans were just done wrong. But we'll see as we get ready to get into game number 2. There's that potential for them to just SD out and then restart this game because I think there's just a little bit of technical difficulties on the side of Acno. We saw how that last one ended. Some polite taunts, some polite salutes. Yeah, he's just checking his ping.
About 2 seconds into this before he can start the SD process. Sorry, until he has to stop the SD process. And it looks like, ooh, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know if they're gonna allow this. It was past 10 seconds. Because we knew about the problem beforehand, I don't know exactly what's gonna happen here. Oh, this is just a button check.
I think it's, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was pretty blatantly just a button check, so they're just like, all right, looks like we're good. It was just literally a match to check if things are working properly. Everything's good. We saw the celebration taunts coming out. Bro, I don't know how people have enough glory for some of those. Like, see people with like the gold frame, and I'm like, y'all aren't just buying up all the Skyforge colors and Goldforge colors?
I'm not, because I don't play all the characters.
But
I have like 9,000 glory right now.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to get all the colors, man. I want community colors on everything, so why don't I want Skyforge colors on everything?
That's a lot of rank, homie. My blood pressure cannot handle that. My mental cannot handle that.
Yo, but how else are you going to achieve that last stock legend status?
By just clutching out a game and carrying part of the Creed. Just like 15 minutes ago. We're back on Enigma.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Here we go. Actual game number 2 as we get right on into this one. Blue team going to get their weapon spawn this time. And it's going to be Fozy, the one denied a weapon for the first 10 seconds, but he does find a hammer.
Neutral coming out immediately punished. And like 3-4 hits coming from the blue team. Just completely over punishing that onto Machete. Almost picked up Fozy with that side air from Blaze. There's another side air. Machete is taking some punishment from everybody in this game. Even a neutral air from his teammate.
Yeah, with the way this one's going, it's looking like we might see the character swaps at the end of this one. Blue team just coming out of the gate swinging. Really want to get that refrag in the games. Blaze gonna get a connection on the right side, but it's Fozy who finds the ground pound on top of Acno. First stock goes the way of the red team.
Acno just got a little bit too comfortable over there. You saw him throw out those 2 dares. That second dare really wasn't going to be on the mark at all, and then he just kind of stood there. Didn't throw his weapon above him to keep himself safe. Wasn't throwing any upward vertical options. Fozy, yo, what a dodge from Acno, and the punish. Getting the D-Light, turning around the neutral air, getting the KO off the top. That was sick.
He 100% knew that was going to happen. He positioned perfectly for that. So well done from Acno. That's going to give his team that stock advantage as Fozy closes it up with the down signature. Tried to go in with the down air, but unfortunately got caught by his teammates' flames, and Machete's in trouble. But Acno a little too early on that down air, so Machete's going to be able to get up safe with the help of Fozy.
Blaze looking very healthy. Acno looking a little bit worse for wear. Same thing for Fozy, though. Saw how quickly Fozy could take those stocks, so Acno has to be worried right now. Fozy is not the most conservative with those signatures. We've seen a lot of the Lance neutral signature come out, but one time it did get punished, so Fozy also has to worry about that. There's a dare, grabbing Agno, throwing him off the top. Both members of the red team matching the color of their team, both of them in the red right now. Ooh, that weapon toss is going to save the stomp side air. Then Blaze turns around. The dare does not hit. Following up the side air. There's a stomp side air. Machete and Blaze on the left side. The D-like ground pound fighting into the weapon disadvantage. But on the right side, Acno and Fozy going at it.
Oh, Fozy getting a little overeager again, going for kind of the predictable character plays, right? Going for that side sig over the corner. He's going to get hard punished for it. Blue team with a stock advantage, but we might see the red team start to target down Acno, go for that 1v2 potential on the Blaze.
Machete's definitely getting the better of his fight. There's a lot of damage on this stock while Blaze is a stock ahead. The damage is slightly favoring Machete in terms of what he's actually putting out.
Oh no.
Ooh, that just saved Blaze.
That interrupt. Yeah. Side air will finish off the stock of Blaze. Red team needs to get this. The clash out and the hammer, ground pound, and the recovery. Acno with the double to close out game number 2.
That spot dodge from Fozy was just a little bit too premature. Like, he did it just a little bit too early. He, like, read that the ground pound was coming in rather than reacting, and it was, like, just too early. If he actually reacted to it just a few frames later, he probably would have gotten through it and would have been safe there.
Yeah, it just didn't have enough iframes on that aerial spot dodge. It definitely has longer iframes than if you went for like a movement one. Like, definitely dodging up would have gone a lot worse. He almost had enough, but unfortunately for him, did it a little too premature, like you were saying, and got taken out by Acno. You saw Machete try to get that refrag though. He went in and was trying to just take that stock off, make sure he could get the 1v1 back, and was ready. Hit the hammer recovery, close that one out.
We're going back to the same map. Some about these two teams and Enigma, the reason they like it, that's an enigma to me.
No, you are not the biggest fan of it. The tri-platform maps, of course, the soft platforms, make things like dash jump nairs very effective. It's hard to get back down onto the main stage. 2 lances for the red team, though. Not going to be too many dash jump nairs from them.
You can ask Creed. When we queued into this map just a few minutes ago, I screamed, why don't we have this banned?
Oh
no! Acno with the ground pound, taking out Fozy early. That's huge. That's the 30-second KO. Everyone else in this game is in the orange. Acno might be red soon.
Woo.
Red team, oh my
Nice
goodness, that was an early KO. Picking that up really high.
Yeah, that was a really good turnaround from Fozy, but Fozy is still taking the brunt of the damage from this blue team. Stuck between a hammer and another hammer, and he gets past it with the help of Machete. Big nair. Blaze going to get launched, but still not enough to finish off the stock.
Topsider from Blaze on the left
Oh,
soft
no,
platform.
Fozy.
Immediately turns it around, too. Fozy on final stock. Machete and Blaze still have not been taken out off of their first yet. Acno might be on that final stock, so we could have a very even game despite the big disparity between
Fozy.
members of the same team.
Oh.
The recovery! It's going to
Get
take
out
out
of there,
Blaze! Acno's still going, though. Big
Get
ground
out of
pound.
there!
Fozy's able to recover back. Is he still going to go back in? Makes sure that Acno is going to fall there. It's now 4 stocks to 3 in favor of the red team.
Good save from Machete, keeping Fozy alive, but again, he's stuck on the corner. Good spot dodge to avoid the down air. Gonna try to wait this one out.
Oh,
Playing the
that's
1v1,
so
eats
dangerous.
a weapon toss.
That is so
Ooh, that just
dangerous.
enough.
Trying to edge guard someone who's in white, even when you have hammer, a strong weapon on the edge, your recovery's not sending them anywhere. The ground pound, really not sending them anywhere.
Yeah, just enough movement to get back up onto the corner. Nice weapon toss from Blaze. Red team might start thinking about getting this knockoff on the Blaze, putting the blue team into their final stocks, but instead Machete wants the 1v2 potential.
Yeah, Blaze was rotating over to try and put some pressure on Machete, but Machete was able to just kind of go at it. But a lot of damage on Acno. Still extremely winnable. The side air. Ooh, the recovery almost doing it. Goes for the gravity cancel side heavy, the big read. I don't know if there's a universe where that would have happened, even if a fast fall and a dodge down came in.
I think if it wasn't against a hammer player, that was potential, right? Like against like a guitar player, maybe they'll down air, try to go back to the stage faster or something like that. But it's going to be Blaze who finds the side signature onto Machete. Now Machete has to find this stock off of Acno. I don't know what that slide charge was.
Oh, QT like ground pound. There's a weapon spawn, but Agno's covering it.
I like the chase dodge after it in particular to just make it safe, just get out of that position and not risk the potential punish from Akno.
Nice backdash. Putting some damage onto Blaze
Yeah,
here. Still hasn't found that
Many
KO
siders.
move onto Machete. There's the D-Light. Axe coming in. Neutral light. In comes Akno.
Good.
Chase dodge through. Ooh, the damage really
still
piling
taking
up.
damage.
Yep, definitely. Ooh. Both of them sigging
Oh, he's
opposite
stuck.
directions. No cover.
Down light, ground pound. Akno closes out game number 3 for his team. Looking like a last stock legend with how well he is just surviving on his final stocks. Oh my goodness, Posey. Go to the next screen.
I wouldn't even call him a last stock legend. I call him a whole game hero. Because he put 743 damage out that game. He tried to carry Fozy as much as he could, and now we're seeing that Yumiko swap coming over from Fozy. The Scarlet wasn't working. It started off pretty good, and then just really kind of fell off. Definitely fell off hard in the last game, looking like the stock market right now. And now we're hoping this cash infusion from Yumiko is going to bring that line up into the positive.
I really like this Yumiko, in particular because one of the big places where Fozy was struggling was in the off stage against Akno and then subsequently Blaze whenever Blaze would make those rotates over. Yumiko's going to have an easier time, at very least isn't going to have the lance, but is already eating dares from Akno's feet.
Yeah, I kind of want to see Fozy just maybe woe back a little bit on the edge guard situations, because he's been trying to go for them really heavily early on in stocks. You're really not securing edge guard situations there. It's so risky. So many things can go wrong. It's like high risk, low reward.
High risk, low reward.
Because the potential for the reward
That's,
is so low.
Bad investments coming out from Fozy. Recovery is going to connect on the one. Machete is going to fall. Fozy dodges through the weapon toss. Nice little side air. Still trying to duck down. I like that end sig, but still not finding the hit on the Akno, and Akno is going to survive.
Oh, the gravity gets a side signature from a low strength character like Blaze. Grabbing that signature on a heavy weapon all the way on the left side. That's going to take away that stock from the latter stages of orange. I don't even think that was the beginning of red.
That sig can take out very quickly because it has so much horizontal movement before that launch. Oh, going for the neutral sig to follow up off the side light. Couldn't quite find the hit, but the side sig will finally take the first stock off the blue team, and a neutral sig will take the second.
Opened up strongly for Blaze and Akno. But now Machete and Fozy are starting to get it back, but
no.
both members are over there.
No.
Fozy,
Oh no.
get off the edge, dude. You just can't be there anymore. You see the facepalm even coming out from Akno, knowing they got both members of the red team basically full stocks ahead all across the board for blue.
Machete now just struggling against this blue team, trying to get down. Fozy's underneath, just trying to nip at the heels of this blue team to get them away from Machete. Machete finds a weapon pickup, but he's in trouble. This is bad.
Ooh.
Bad news bears. Akno's gonna get the stock. Fozy trying to get the punish. Nice recovery.
Oh my
Akno
god.
gets saved. All right, should be the stock.
Oh my
Blaze
gosh.
is gonna save him. Come
Fozy, dude,
on.
stop. Akno and Blaze are so good. There's a reason they're #1 in this region for so long.
4 stocks to the 1 of Fozy, and that is about to be 0 as Akno in a facepalm going for a little bit of style. That's not going to be the knockout. This blue team, they know it's in the bag already. They're taunting it away. Fozy's going to
man.
fall. Blue team running away 3-1 to earn their spot in the grand final.
That was almost embarrassing towards the end of that. Akno and Blaze really took that. With all the edge shenanigans that happened and the taunting on stage in that final game, that last game was kind of embarrassing. I would be blushing right now if I was the red team. Man, that was tough. I expected that to be more of a lights out set. I didn't expect it to be a 3-1 ending in that fashion for sure.
Definitely some very strong showing on both sides. It looked like there was that potential, right, coming out from Machete and Fozy to get this one close, get this maybe to a game 5. With the way that it started off, but once Akno, I guess, reset his router, did the button check, and came back, he was like, all right, time to just demolish, and that's exactly what happened for Blaze. Of course, the top seed of the tournament to earn their spot in the grand finals, and we will see who they will fight in just a little bit. But for now, we've got Pavelski, the Ninja 729, Swada, and Viper.
seeing similar character picks across the board. We're not seeing the double Bryn in game 1 here from Viper and Swada that we did see a little bit earlier. Viper's been playing this Ragnar now for a couple sets. Going into this with a Katar is a weapon we don't usually see in 2v2. I think Wrench tweeted out yesterday that he is changing his mind about Katars and 2s. I don't remember what his opinion on Katars and 2s was before. I would think he believes it's...
He didn't like
it.
it.
Yeah, I would think he believes it's not very good. I don't feel like he's ever had like a solid opinion of like Katars are super great right now. So I don't know. I guess that means he thinks Katars are good in 2s now.
I think I guess that is saying, yeah, he's starting to like Katars and 2s, but I know that like the two biggest North American Katar players, Wilson and Wrench, both were like, I don't really like Katars and 2s. But we've seen some shades of it. Of course, Viper going to be bringing out the Ragnar with the Katar set, and Pavelski also has the potential with the Lucian, but we've been seeing good things coming out from the Teros.
Nice team combo early on in this game. Pavelski and the Ninja. Pavelski just swinging. Oh man, that was so close to grabbing with that neutral signature. That would have led to such an early KO onto Swada.
He's just staying in position, waiting for Viper to come up, gets a big side air onto both red team members, and finds the weapon toss onto Swada. Viper's going to sit on this corner. Pavelski not going to punish him for getting over that corner.
That weapon toss was super clean. Grab that right away. Oh, the gravity cancel down like ground pound.
Big side sig from Swada, though, and the neutral sig. Oh, Swada saved him! The neutral light, so much less force on that one. Pavelski gonna survive for a little while longer. Downlight recovery, not quite enough.
That's funny because earlier the Ninja did the down signature, and Foda said, you can't see him! Except you absolutely can. You see him.
You can, like, literally see
you
his
see him
silhouette
better in
inside of
this
there.
skin than you see Hattori when she does it. You can extra see him here.
He's got backlighting and everything.
You know exactly what's happening behind that smoke curtain. Nice
See his
dare.
hand. Oh, Viper is still going to get up with the help of Swada. I like that neutral signature. Weapon toss attempts. Pavelski hits both of them with the down sig, and the weapon tosses come out. Viper can't touch. That's going to be 2 stocks taken from the red team.
Pavelski's weapon tosses are really good. Even the one that he just did before that didn't hit Swada because Swada dodged through it. It was still perfectly on the mark.
It's very well aimed, and because of that, it's forcing out dodges from the opponents in awkward ways that they want to hold on to that dodge so that they can get closer to the stage, potentially secure that wall touch. Big side sig hits the teammate. Woo.
Yo!
Pavelski! And he's going to get back, and the weapon toss! Oh, the save from Swada, the weapon toss! Viper and Swada are gone. 4 stocks left on the blue team for game number 1. That's what I'm talking about, this team. You can't blink. Pavelski and Ninja, Swada, Viper, they're all nuts.
And it's interesting because you look at the damage numbers, Ninja 399, Swada 398, Viper 317, and then you see Pavelski putting out 539. That game was really short. It happened very quickly, and we were seeing people knocked out earlier in their stocks, but that's still a lot of damage compared to everyone else because he was hitting multiple people multiple times. Like, you were seeing stomp side airs hitting multiple people. You saw that down heavy that he slide charged over the edge, hitting 2 people as well. So he's just spreading all of that damage across both members of the team at once.
He is coming in, and he's swinging hard, especially with 7 strength. Of course, it's always a little bit easier to put out that extra damage when you go in with the strength stance. It's interesting to see Pavelski in particular go in on the deck stance. Arrows, generally speaking, it's people who play hammer who go in with the deck stance for just that 1 frame off of a lot of things. But we're not seeing, well, I guess he is playing a relatively high amount of hammer, right? He's throwing in like a lot of good stomp side airs, hitting side airs onto everyone, throwing in those neutral sigs. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I would say last game, if you just look at last game, I would say primary work source was from that hammer over the axe. Yeah. Even though he is like traditionally somewhat of an axe player.
And we're seeing the red team come in. They are making the character swaps as Viper goes over to the Bodvar for game number 2. Viper's got a pretty large character pool. We'll see which ones he decides to opt for, right? We've seen the Ragnar. We saw the double Brandon. We saw a Thatch earlier. Of course, we're seeing the Bodvar right now. There's definitely a lot of options, but unfortunately only so many games to try out these character picks to find the one that'll work. We'll see if game number 2 will find him the solution on this Bodvar.
Pavelski already coming out the gate swinging. He's side airing across the entire stage.
Yeah. He shoved the entire red team over to the right corner. Of course, they fought their way back, were able to make it to the left side corner, but already Viper is stuck on this left side wall. Bit of team damage.
Blue team not quite having as strong of a go of it so far. Ooh, Pavelski was almost... Yo, he still grabbed the D-Line ground pound? He started the D-Line like under the stage after he missed a ground pound. Oh my goodness, Pavelski's nuts.
It looked like he was head bonking. Like it looked like he was messing up or he was trying to avoid a weapon toss. He went underneath the stage and hit that downlight for the ground pound follow-up. All the stocks cleared a minute in. Everybody's lost their first stock, and it is a reset.
Oh, Pavelski is so low, but I mean, like, I'm not even worried.
Yeah.
Which is the weirdest thing.
He just goes to the other side.
Again, another side air.
Pavelski coming in with the big side airs.
Hitting two people again. Ooh, that ground pound. Man, that could have led to something big. Viper came with the nair. Now priority there. GC sidestick again from Pavelski. Not finding the mark. They're chasing. It was like 3 members off screen all at the same time. Chasing after that SWAT kill.
I love what's so cool about this comp of Pavelski and the Ninja 729 is Pavelski comes in. He's very much in the front, being this big old thing that is very distracting. But meanwhile, Ninja 729, he's just 1v1ing these red team members, just swinging them all over the place. You saw him have Viper on the corner. Of course, he's going to eat that weapon toss, but still trying to get these knockouts off the red team.
Nice punish for Viper coming in. Hit Ninja when he was in the orange. Not going to lead immediately to the knockout. Covering back to the platform. Goes high. Grabs the sword.
Oh!
Somehow that works.
That wasn't intentional. That wasn't intentional.
No way.
He was throwing that thing out 30 years before he got even close to that side sig, but it's going to work out in the blue team's favor. Down sig going to spike him off the stage, so the Ninja 729 going to exist for a little while longer.
There's the ground pound. Ninja comes in with the ground pound of his own, trying to interrupt Swada. Again, Pavelski has Viper really low. Viper's still choosing to go in, grabs a dare. That was big. That was a big dare. Took Pavelski out of the game. Also got that KO in orange.
Yeah, that was huge. You saw the stars come out. That was the sign of the stuffed recovery. That meant Pavelski was gone. It's all left to the Ninja 729. There is the potential. The Ninja 729 just has to take out Swada.
Yo.
Oh, or not. Nope, just gone.
He just
didn't even think about it. He's gone.
Took that in white. He straight up took that stock in white. I can't wait to see the replay on that.
Oh, he did 0 damage. You're going to see his last death in the replay. Oh my goodness.
That took out Pavelski. All right, let's see. He spawned at 502. He's going in. The weapon toss was the first bit of damage. Oh my goodness. So it started at 502, ended at 456. That was a 6-second KO starting in white. And that's not like the first hit started at 6 seconds. That's from spawn to death.
And I told you, Swada is insane. Moda said it earlier. Taza said it earlier. I'm saying it right now. Swada is crazy. But so is this set as we get right on into the next one. Pavelski and the Ninja 729 versus Swada and Viper. Viper sticking with the Bodvar.
Now we're going over to Crystal Temple. It's going to be another soft platform map. But this time the platforms are really low compared to something like Miami Dome. And they're also in the middle of the stage compared to something like the Great Hall.
Ooh, that side sig gonna connect underneath, able to catch Viper. Viper a little bit more damage. You did talk about these soft platforms. Haven't seen them come into play too much just yet as Pavelski finds the ground pound on the right side.
Swada swinging back and forth. Ooh, that D-Sig almost ended up hitting Pavelski. It's not super damage on this stock, so it's not like it would have led to a KO. Big Sider going to hit member of the blue team and Swada. Ooh!
Oh. Viper with the down air. Saw the Ninja 729 underneath them. Saw the opportunity. Active frames of the down sig. Will catch the spot dodge from Pavelski, and that means the red team has that slight lead in stocks.
That recovery from Pavelski. Didn't go for the neutral heavy. Would have given him a little bit more power on that. That might not have even knocked out. D-Light Stare from the middle of the stage. That one is going to be enough. You see Pavelski going off stage with a gravity cancel stomp. Like, that's the
so
first
crazy
thing he
to me.
goes for.
Why would you go for a combo starter in the offstage, burning your spot dodge for that? That's so crazy to me. I don't even know what he would have done out of that one. Maybe like a dash recovery. Or, sorry, chase dodge recovery.
I think trying to understand his thought process there is just like, if you're a mere mortal, it's not going to happen. You're not going to figure that out. Oh, the dash side heavy over on that corner.
Red team looking really strong, though. They've got 4 stocks to the 2 of the blue team as Pavelski chopping up his teammate a little bit inside of that team, or inside of that combo. Nice big side air. Another one. Weapon tosses come out. Blue team wants to finish the stock of Swada. Gravity cancel sidelight should be enough as Viper cannot get down and give the team save.
Nice follow up from Pavelski. Just a nice nair, gonna put some solid damage out. Ooh, Pavelski taking quite a bit of damage. Gets closer to red. Nice dare on the Swada. Ninja's over on the edge. Pavelski rotates in, but he gets it far away. Gets through the down signature. Waits just long enough. The ground pound's gonna clash.
out.
Swada is done!
Clash! Dead from the clash, but Viper finds the side signature 1v1. Ninja 729 versus Viper, and Viper has all the weapon advantage.
That was a really good weapon spot for Ninja.
Yeah. Thinking the crystal gems, they threw him that one as he throws away the spear, denying himself that weapon matchup, instead maybe wanting this sword. Oh. But he goes in for it. Does he have light to pick up? That's what that nair looked like.
Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. Like, why wouldn't you just grab it? There's a lot of room there for you to be able to grab it safely without peeking up.
Yeah, he was literally underneath it when he went for that nair, and then, oh, I don't even know. But we're going into the next one. The Ninja 729 going to make the swap to the Sidra, the main pick of the Ninja 729.
3, 2,
I'm loving his Sidra.
brawl.
I'm really feeling the Sidra today. I'm feeling it more than what we saw previously.
Yeah, I like the Sidra too. Especially like the space control, right? You got those cannonballs just throwing out projectiles. Pavelski just has to play low underneath it, and the red team just can't do anything about the wall of hitboxes.
Nice recovery. Pavelski going big this game.
Going for another. He's going for another. Goes off stage, disengage, and still able to get to the left side. Ninja 729 covering the high corner.
Ninja Sidra just has, I think, so much more control over space than the Hattori did before. Like, obviously you have the down signature on the Hattori spear that covers a lot of area, but you have like 2 different types of control here on the Sidra. You have the neutral signature. Oh man, Swada's gonna fall. Pavelski, is he gonna get another takeout of Viper over here? As Viper in the orange. Oh my gosh, he does! But for the Sidra, you have that neutral signature. Is he gonna go?
Oh, you can't even talk
he do
about
it
it
again?
He just threw
I just want to talk about Sidra!
Pavelski's just going nuts right now, taking all of the stocks off the red team. There's still 5 stocks left to the blue team, 2 left to the red team, as the Ninja gonna go in with the cannon combo on the right side onto Viper. Oh, he just, okay.
Jeez.
He's like, you got a 6-second stock on me, watch this.
I can't remember
this.
who talked about it on Twitter. I think it was like Metagame Mike. And he was like, I'm not seeing
that game was a minute and a
I'm
half.
not seeing a lot of cannon today. Do people still think cannon's crazy good, or have people just figured out the counterplay? Exhibit A, Metagame Mike. I rest my case. Cannon is guilty as charged for still being a very good weapon.
No. Hey, 500 damage put out from Pavelski. Do not undermine my boy.
Absolutely not.
We're putting out 500 damage. Getting those edge guards. That was just the blue team just taking off all training weights, just going in. No stops on this train and destroying. And the red team now forced to think long and hard about what it is that they're going to use for game number 5. Barasa pick for Viper.
Yeah, one of the considerations the red team is going to take is this Barasa pick. Going to have the axe that Viper has played a lot of. Also going to be the blasters. He has a level 50 Barasa, so a lot of time spent on this character. Going to go into the movement speed stance. I'm a fan of that, just to give him from 4 to 5. Give him a little bit of zoom in power. We'll see what Swada has coming into this. Not quite sure what he's going to pick.
I mean, my instinct is to stick with the Bryn. I think the Bryn is solid. We've seen Swada make some other swaps, but usually it's like when Swada goes back to the Bryn that it just looks fine. And that seems to be the case as well. Yep, Swada going to lock in the Bryn. This is going to be game number 5. This is do or die for both teams. The winner of this earns their spot in the top 3, earning a bigger chunk of the prize pool, but more importantly, the free physical prize from Steelseries.
So one of the things that I was going to say about Sidra before this game starts and Pavelski gets like 2 back-to-back kills.
Yeah. Now that you got
you have
time.
the cannon neutral signature, controls a lot of space, controls that aerial area, and it's extremely safe. You can just throw it out. Also with the sword down signature, you like the anchor at the end where it goes for the spike, but also the entire like wind-up area that you have. You see a lot of people getting hits with that down signature in all of that movement in the beginning before even the drop down and spike. So you can cover a lot of space there as well.
2, 1, brawl.
Yeah, and Ninja729 gets away with the anchor more than I would expect from Sidra mains, right? Like, there's a lot of characters where they have like that one signature that everybody is aware of, right? You know, when you run against the Thatch, you're like, all right, if I get stuck on the corner, they're gonna cannonball me. Ninja729 gets away with that anchor a lot more than I would have expected, especially at this level of play.
Oh, Pavelski coming in with the more kind of
Yo, speaking of Sigs,
gimmicky Taros play here. It's something he wasn't doing earlier. He's all of a sudden going to bring that out here in Game 5. We were seeing like the gravity cancel side signature earlier. We were seeing the occasional in-sig on Hammer on the edge, but now he started off immediately with the big neutral signature and a big down signature on Axe. Ninja continuing. The cannon is warmed up, baby!
Oh, the interrupt. Unfortunately, Pavelski's recovery not going to get the dump, but it will still hit the side air onto Viper. Another stomp side air, and Swada's gone. Blue team looking so healthy. Pavelski's already dominating. We're a minute.
Kill.
Oh,
he's gonna get it. Okay.
What?
Holy cow.
The stage spike.
That was very good. That Viper got that. Because now Pavelski and
He needed
Viper
that.
are in the same spot. They're both very healthy on their second stocks.
What is that cannonball? Oh man, Swada's gone. Pavelski's already throwing the flag ton out.
Oh my goodness. After like a minute and 20 seconds, Swada's just stuck watching a cutscene now. An unskippable cutscene.
He died at the start of a CSGO round, and now he's just gonna watch his team play it out. Like,
That's why I don't play CSGO, because that's me every round. Swada, I feel you.
got spawn peaked in R6, and there's no drones. Big neutral air coming out from Pavelski. Still not enough to finish off this stock from Viper. Down light into the recovery. I like the wake-up attempt from Pavelski, but unfortunately didn't find the mark. Viper gonna try to put the team on the back. Still has to chew through the 4 stocks of this blue team.
What is the Ninja doing? Weapon toss continue. The Ninja right now is like the stankiest player in EU. He's just putting so much stank on everything he does. What is the blue team doing?
Suddenly the blue team just collapsing in this matchup against Viper. What?
And this is like where Viper is just in the weirdest spot ever, because the Ninja and Pavelski are messing around. Like they're doing whatever
100%.
they want, and Viper's over there like, I gotta play this serious. Oh no, here they come in. Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta do everything right. I can't make a mistake. What are they doing? He has to seriously try hard this and sweat it out. And that's so tough to do when you have the Ninja and Pavelski doing whatever the hell this is.
It's because they lose all predictability when they start going in like this, right? Here comes the team combo. Nice recovery. Stomp into the scoop up. Pavelski and the Ninja 729 going to close out game number 5 and go into losers. Final Swada deleted from the game,
really
deleting the
was.
game from his PC. 79 damage put out, 620 from Pavelski, 461 from the Ninja 729, and 389 from Viper.
I haven't seen a 2-digit player in a while. That's really tough. Swada, you are in my thoughts and prayers. I feel for you right now. I'm here for you, man. I'm here. That's a tough loss. That was a tough game, but you made it really far in bracket. Still huge. Still absolutely
4th place
huge.
finish. Fourth place finish for a team that was relatively unspoken about coming into this tournament is a very good finish. Swada has definitely put his name on the map, and now people are going to be aware of it. I've already seen tweets saying like, hey, Swada, you should team up with this person, you should team up with that person, because it'd be really cool to see these different combinations of things. So definitely not to be ashamed of how far they got. Of course, that last match was definitely rough, and they're going to have to shake that one off. But still, you gotta commend a fourth place finish.
Now, we have had some solid placements from some not so high power ranked players. I'm looking at Hardy, MJ, and Tasty. But then also, if you look at it, Swada is 44th power ranked in EU2s. And coming in with this massive finish here, that PR, another huge jump in PR is going to happen for yet another player this weekend at the Steelseries Championship.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. But some more awesome action coming in just a little bit. Machete and Fozy now going to try to go up against Pavelski and the Ninja 729. Do you think the Ninja 729 goes straight into the Sidra or back?
The Sidra was, yeah, there we go. It's the Sidra. That was definitely more dominant from the Ninja. He looked more comfortable on that. Even when he was goofing around, it was looking really strong. When he was serious, it was looking really strong. You saw what he was doing with those like cannon 0 to deaths on the side. You saw what he was doing with the signature kit. You saw what he was doing with raw neutral play. So many things that he does well on this Sidra that he does better than basically any other character in his pool.
Yeah, just showing that character comfort. Level 94 on that Sidra is a lot of time invested into that character. The next highest on the screen is Fozy, the level 51. And if I'm Fozy, I'm going to be a little bit nervous about this matchup. In particular, because we saw in the winners final how deadly the other team, Acno and Blaze, was at taking Fozy off stage and just deleting stocks. Expect the same from Pavelski. Pavelski doing so much work in the offstage.
Yeah, if Fozy wants to extend those edgeguard situations longer and longer, Pavelski and the Ninja they want that. That's exactly what they want you to do. And Fozy starting with the Scarlet, something that he's been struggling with in several sets now, where he's been forced to make the swap onto the Yumiko. So we'll see how quickly he makes that swap. It was like last set, they lost 2 games. And it was in that final game that they lost where they swapped over on to the Yumiko. See if the swap happens earlier in this set. We're going to Crystal Temple.
Go game number 1 of the losers final. Winner of this goes into the grand final. Loser goes home with a 3rd place finish and a nice physical prize from Steelseries. 3-piece coming out from Pavelski on the axe onto Fozy. Big side sig going to put Fozy in the offstage, and you see Fozy trying to recover high. Machete trying to give some coverage to the teammate from that pressure towards Pavelski.
Fozy over on the edge. Ninja not going to put out too much pressure aside from the cannonballs above Fozy's head. Ninja's just happy for Fozy to be there.
Yeah.
He's just going to trust Pavelski to take out Machete until that big anchor comes in.
And the return getting extra damage. Fozy comes in, tries to hit the ground pound, anchors away, but does not find the mark onto either of the red team members. Pavelski still able to get the wall touch. Both blue team members holding onto their stocks. Fozy finds a stomp side air.
This will likely be a knockout here unless Pavelski does some goofy stuff like the gravity cancel side signature on the edge. And then he went for another one in the middle of the stage.
Yeah. Oh, the weapon toss. The axe weapon toss from Machete actually going to put Pavelski into the mark for that side air from Fozy to finish off the first stock of Pavelski. Red team with the stock advantage as Machete not too damaged. Still going to survive for a little while longer.
The wake up!
As I speak.
Gravity canceled down signature from Ninja. That was sick. Covering that stacked option as Machete went in on him.
He's from Pavelski on to Machete. Fozy starting to bleed out a little bit here. Got to be careful about that. But Machete is doing a good job just putting out damage in all directions.
People just need to stop getting near Pavelski when he's unarmed on the edge. He's hit more D-Light ground pounds in just like the past 2 sets, and I think we've seen this entire weekend, and likely will see going into South America as well. Maybe even continuing into next week.
And the gravity cancel side signature as well from Pavelski. Last one left on his second stock. Fozy the most damaged on the final. See the blue team starting to motion towards Fozy, but I don't think this blue team really cares enough to go like straight onto one singular prison. Like they just want to put as much damage out everywhere.
Finally, there comes the dare from Fozy, enough to take out Pavelski off the top. They have a chance to put some damage onto the Ninja. A single dare came out. It was from Ninja onto Machete. They weren't able to do hardly anything with that power play.
Oh, but some good axe plays from Machete. Doesn't need the power play to put some damage onto Pavelski. Risky play with that slide charge neutral signature, but not going to get punished from Machete.
You can kind of see the red team leaning more towards Ninja. They're not completely tunnel visioning that. Pavelski. Oh, he found the dare. Nothing from Fozy? Are you crazy? Not even a weapon toss from Fozy?
Oh no. He avoids the weapon toss. He's lucky he didn't slide just a little bit higher because you know Pavelski was waiting for the opportunity for the downlight into the ground pound again. Denying the weapon, it's going to be the stomp side air. Pavelski closes out game number 1 for the team. 728 damage put out from Machete.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a lot of work that game. You saw it all throughout. It wasn't focused on any singular stock, just consistently outputting damage, finding knockouts throughout that entire game. He played really well. Not like Fozy necessarily played that badly. We've seen Fozy play worse games today. So that was pretty middle of the road. If he could step it up just a little bit and get anywhere near what Machete is doing, they can take that. I think there was a critical mistake last game when Pavelski was over on the edge. Fozy was really high in the air. He didn't have time to go in with like a ground pound or any major KO move, but I think he had a hammer in his hands. He could have thrown that down. Anything, something to put some pressure onto Pavelski after he got the KO on a Machete.
Yeah. I think Fozy was a little bit nervous there. You saw how like just timid Fozy was to go in for the offstage against Pavelski, and I think that's 100% the reason why he kind of just let Pavelski get away with that knockout onto his teammate. Now we're seeing him go in for the offstage with the lances. Pavelski trying to get the wake-up ground pound, finds the connection. Fozy going to rotate over to the right side. Pavelski trying to chase as best he can, but just doesn't. Oh, he does find the hit with the side sig.
Big early KO. Had a lot of damage on that stock, so not necessarily that early in terms of damage, but early in terms of timing. Pavelski waiting. He delayed his recoveries.
No!
Is he going to get another
No!
one? Okay.
Why?
Fozy's able to get
Pavelski!
back. He doesn't care. Like, he got the first stock on Fozy, and he's like, yeah, I got that. I could be risky.
He'll have a person dead to rights, right? He'll hit him with the downer, and then he'll chase after, pick up the hammer, and then try to get another recovery, whiff, and then get turned on. That is the second time that has happened from Pavelski as he goes again for the offstage onto Fozy.
Pavelski seems like the guy to get his paycheck in the mail and then go and blow it on scratchers because he might be able to make more money. And sometimes, he hits.
High risk, high reward.
Sometimes he hits.
Yeah, sometimes he finds that $10 scratcher. Big neutral sig, team combo, can't quite connect onto the side signature. Slight advantage to the blue team as the Ninja 729 just lost his first stock. Oh, think for him. Teammate, Pavelski just goes for the turnaround.
Who gets hit by something like that and then chooses to down air, down and right to the bottom right corner? Who does that?
Especially when you're like basically off screen in that position, and he's just like, all right, is there someone I could potentially kill? Here he goes again, gets the recovery. That's what he's been looking for as he chases. Why did you chase for that one? But he's gonna get back up safely. Pavelski, he plays with fire. He's a child who would light firecrackers and hold them in his hands.
He'll get hit by something and be like, okay, here's where I am. Oh wait, you're here too? All right, let's run it. I'm gonna roll the dice and go for the KO here. And the statistics are in his favor, and that blows me away. The things he's able to do on the edge in the most dangerous of situations.
Jete now has to fight against the 3 stocks of the blue team. Team combo comes out. Oh, just barely misses the down air, but damage has been done. Side sig to finish off game number 2. And I expect a Yumiko to come out.
So Pavelski sort of made his name heavily as a guitar player. Like in the beginning, that's what everybody knew him for, those big guitar plays. Why wasn't he playing heavy weapons all along, man? I want to... This Taros, he's doing amazing things with this Taros, especially because we're in a heavy weapon meta. He needs to just keep playing heavy weapons.
You imagine like a Pavelski on Sentinel? Like best of both worlds. Plus, Sentinel's got a good signature kit, but either way, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Pavelski. I think there was a lot of growing pains with this, though, because Pavelski played Taros in low-tier city, and I didn't quite see it the way that I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, something's definitely fired him up this tournament, because he is playing... He's playing more recklessly, but also way better. I can't even say that correctly, because the way he's playing, it's scrambling my brain. I don't know how you play this well.
English just got way better.
I don't know how you play this well, and I don't know how you play against this either.
I mean, it's definitely one of those play styles where like you get no room to breathe, and so you have no time to think about it and go, oh, I need to do this against it. Instead, he's just barreling onto you at all points in time. It is unfortunate that the red team is red, that Fozzy and Machete are wearing red, because of course Pavelski is that bull, chasing them all down. Downlight side air puts Machete off screen, ground pound to beat out the recovery, and he's looking for another one. Gravity cancel sidelight, guy?
That's not even going to be the knockout option. Like, that's going to send Machete really far over to the right side, but he's still going to go for it.
He just goes for whatever hits.
He's like Chosen Bot.
Yeah, I kind of think of that. Weapon toss thrown out by Machete. Pavelski going for the unarmed onto Fozzy. Fozzy does get the wall touch, but Pavelski's still there, putting damage onto Fozzy. He's challenging a hammer unarmed off stage and winning.
Still finding their way back into this, though. We're about a minute and a half in. Everybody's on their second stock. Machete and Fozzy just a little bit behind.
You know what I just realized?
What?
This is the salty run back. Fozzy and Machete is the team that put Pavelski and the Ninja 729 into the losers bracket. And Pavelski and the Ninja 729 making this look almost a little free right now, considering they're one game away from 3-0ing Fozzy and Machete. The weapon.
Yo,
the down
I can't
air.
believe that down air hit. That was like a stack down air and the ground pound to finish it up.
Goes for the gravity cancel neutral
What
light.
a weird option.
Cannon weapon toss.
Yo, big blast.
And he's immediately swinging onto Machete after getting that knockout onto Fozzy. Nice big side air. They keep the stock count close. They can almost get the stock off the Ninja. That side air is still not enough.
Going over the right side, grabbing the weapon spawn, stomp side air from Fozzy. Just a raw ground pound's gonna hit, and the weapon toss, and a ground pound, and a weapon toss.
Still gonna get the touch. Pavelski going for the turnaround. Machete gets the wall touch, and the disengage.
And Pavelski definitely got the better of that. Even though Machete hit him like 4 times, 2 of them were weapon tosses, so there's not a lot of damage there. Pavelski found a lot of unarmed damage and got the knockout. Fozzy stuck in the 1v2 while Pavelski and Ninja are up 2-0.
And you talked a little bit about Pavelski's weapon tosses. That last weapon toss was picture perfect right along the path of the recovery. But it's going to be the Ninja who finishes off the last stock of the blue team with the weapon toss. And that's Pavelski and the Ninja 729 going into the grand finals, waiting it out 3-0 over Fozzy and Machete.
So I think the biggest difference in Pavelski from low-tier city to Steelseries Championship is the Bulgarian flag in the game. That is the only explanation.
That's
now that that's been added into the game and he literally has the flag on his back, that's awoken him. That is completely different Pavelski now.
That added pressure of representing all of Bulgaria is what he needed.
So we're going to be going up. What now?
When we had offline events, was he one of the people who would bring a flag? Like there were a couple people.
I mean, he
who
hasn't
would bring flags
really
to
been
events.
to that many. He went to BCX, and I'm 99% sure he didn't bring it there.
Yeah.
And he was at Paris Games Week, and I don't know if he brought it there. I would be willing to bet he didn't bring it.
That would be cool though to see the people who were who would do that, who would bring their flags. Now they have that opportunity to bring their flags in game as well with the representation. Looks like some internet checks for all the players as they've all hopped out, like resetting their routers, getting a quick break. As we're about to get into the most intense set in the European region, it's going to be the Grand Finals. And of course, as always happens with these Grand Final sets, the team coming up from the loser's bracket has the hard task of resetting, winning a best of 5, and then going into a second best of 5. Now that pressure is on Pavelski and the Ninja 729 to reset the top seed Blaze and Acno, this incredible powerhouse team. Do you think they can do it?
Yeah. Absolutely. I really do. I have a lot of confidence in Pavelski and the Ninja to not only reset, but then take it after that. Man, Pavelski and the Ninja, they're just something. I joke about the flag, but something is different in them.
Yeah.
The Ninja's going into this game 1 on the Sidra. I'm loving that. Abandon the Hattori. Maybe if the Sidra doesn't work over the Hattori, but the Sidra needs to come in first. Absolutely. That is your first string character now.
I'm loving the Sidra for sure. Got to see a little bit of the head-to-head stats. Rank 1 and Rank 2 versus Rank 9 and Rank 8. Pavelski and the Ninja 729 weren't even predicted to get into this Grand Finals, but here they are upsetting the bracket, challenging Acno and Blaze, who are going to be coming in with the double 4. Lots of hammer potential here for this European match. We'll see how well the red team can handle against this double 4. Going to be real tanky. As we get right on into game number 1, is it going to be Mammoth or Great Hall?
I'm thinking Mammoth here. But we also saw a lot of Enigma bringing in those soft platforms. It is going to be Mammoth. Now, one thing to think about is we talked about Swada being like PR 44. It wasn't too long ago that Ninja was like kind of in that range as well. He was one of the that we called the 40 boys at one point. I can't remember exactly which tournament, whether it was like Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Championship, but it was definitely an online, and it was like this group of 2 or 3 guys who were in the 40s and 50s PR, who were making it into top 8, top 6, top 3. So who knows? Swada could be the next Ninja 729.
I mean, that's very possible, but meanwhile, Ninja 729 is the original Ninja 729. It's the anchor on the left side. Meanwhile, right side, Pavelski with the neutral 6 rotates over, gonna get the refrag attempt, but no! It's gonna be Ninja who falls despite all the damage put out onto both blue team members. That's that high defense Thor.
That is taken away. Gravity cancel down signature. Nice stacked option. There's the dare as well, and the weapon toss. Acno's done. That's what I'm talking about. These weapon tosses from both players, not even just Pavelski. The edge guarding situations from both of these players, insane. They're so good.
Oh, and Acno forced to recover his teammate in order to guarantee the wall touch, getting some good damage out. Team combo coming out. Ninja 729 just barely avoids the neutral signature. And Pavelski still holding on to that first stock for dear life. Anchor attempted, but it's going to be Pavelski. Finds the downlight ground pound. Can't get the second one. Blaze with the punish and gets the double. Ninja 729 down to his final stock.
But you see Acno, he's very red. Blaze is getting there. And Pavelski, he's nice and fresh. White on that second stock. Just lost his first. Has the hammer in hand. We could see a stomp side air. Could see a stomp there. Could just see a raw dare. Turning that around over the corner. Weapon toss up. Goes for a little bit of that hit stun. Gravity cancel stomp.
I actually really like that weapon toss up. In that position, like every other hammer player would have gone straight for the recovery. That's why Acno did that spot dodge. Instead, Pavelski just kind of covered himself. Went for the weapon toss up and tried to get something else. Ninja 729 going to find the neutral air. Stock advantage to the red team, but a little bit of team damage might make this risky.
Yeah, those cannonballs, the first one got really close to Pavelski, but he was able to fade back away from it. The second one did hit him. He's in the red on his second stock. That big hit is going to send him far. You see him recovering just toward the middle side of that wall. That stop actually knocked him out of the neutral light. That was probably better.
Yeah. That neutral light would have put him in a really bad spot. Meanwhile, Ninja 729, he's got to be careful here. Cannot take too much damage as Pavelski's just been launched out of this one. On the corner, doesn't have a weapon either, and that's going to be the recovery. Pavelski just barely avoids hitting his teammate with that.
Side air, immediately moving over to put pressure onto Blaze. He wanted the grounded initiation. You saw that Sig popping Blaze up into the air, but Pavelski just stayed grounded rather than going for an instig or anything. Man, this is a close game.
Nice big side sig from Pavelski, giving the red team some hope. Of course, the Ninja 729 is one hit away from getting knocked out as the weapon toss interrupts the stomp combo from Pavelski. Stomp side air. Need to hit the weapon toss.
That's the dodge gone. I don't know what that gravity cancel neutral light was. Blaze is going to get that KO, but Pavelski is there to clean it up. The Pavelski difference. It was interesting. You saw the weapon toss come out from the Ninja that interrupted the stomp side air option that Pavelski threw, and then you saw the Ninja hold on to his weapon, kind of clutching that more than I would have expected. It's like he saw that weapon toss interrupt the kill, and then he was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not even going to let that possibly happen. I'm going to trust Pavelski to get the KO starter.
That's some good trust to have. As we get right on into game number 2, Ninja 729 and Pavelski need to win 2 more to reset and go into another best of 5.
Time Pavelski starting out with the axe. Akno, hammer in hand. The down air from Pavelski is going to interrupt the recovery. But even though Pavelski was so down low, he didn't have a weapon, Akno put so much respect on him and backed up onto the main platform. Going to put some damage onto the Ninja, though. He's the most damaged in this game so far. There's the recovery from Akno again, completely bailing on the offstage interaction with Pavelski.
Gotta respect the offstage from Pavelski. One of the best offstage players in the European region. But meanwhile, they're getting so much damage being put out onto the Ninja 729. Big side sig. Pavelski might be able to make it back. Yes, will get past Blaze and immediately going for the offstage. Big ground pound hits both. Akno trying to save his teammate, but does get the turnaround. And that is going to be the stock evener.
Now you're seeing sort of a different shade of Blaze and Akno, something I would have more expected from them in game 1. They're playing much more together. They're following up really well off of each other, and they're not letting Pavelski and Ninja really go for those goofy offstage interactions. They're just completely dipping from that and making them play the raw neutral game, which Akno and Blaze are succeeding.
Yeah, I mean, Akno and Blaze are arguably better 1v1ers. They tend to place higher. Of course, Akno tends to be the champion in the European 1v1s, which we might see next weekend. So, of course, they're going to take advantage of that whenever possible and just deny those 2v1 opportunities from the red team.
Sidelight side air.
Sidelight side air.
Almost taken out. Pavelski delaying his jumps as long as he can. No pressure off stage from Blaze or Akno. They're going to turn their attention to get the stock and also grab the one from Pavelski as well. It's 5 stocks to 2.
This is looking rough for the red team. Akno with the target swaps.
That was sick. That was a sick string from Akno.
Pavelski going to try to finish this stock off. Meanwhile, Ninja 729 going for the juggles onto Akno. Can't quite continue the cannon combo. Knew that Akno's dodge was up, so instead decided to opt for going back towards stage. Stomp side air. Cannon combo attempted. Akno. Get away from it.
Ooh, both members of the blue team stacked almost on top of each other. Pavelski wasn't able to really turn it into anything. They are struggling to find these KOs on the blue team.
That'll be one. Oh, avoids the weapon toss. They're going to get some good damage onto Akno, but they need to finish this stock off. Get it all to final stocks. Anchor attempted, but Akno's ready for the punish. You can't do that against a player like Akno.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times now that the Ninja's gone in with that. The hitbox didn't go low enough, and he got punished for it. The Ninja 729 stuck in the 1v2 against Akno and Blaze. There's the sidelight, not able to convert it into a side air or any KO option. Sidelight side air from Blaze, sending the Ninja over to the right. That's going to burn his dodge. Still, Blaze and Akno being very careful. Side air going to take away Akno's second stock. The Ninja turns his sights onto Blaze. Side air sending him flying. Not going to take much more of that.
One more side air could be the stock. He is still able to get that wall touch, though. Get up. He has to get so much damage safely, and that's just nigh impossible. No more cannon in hand either. Recovery still not enough to finish off this stock of the Ninja 729, but it is a matter of time before that recovery connects. Akno and Blaze going to put one on the board.
Ooh, big damage coming out from Akno. 700, also grabbing 4 KOs. Blaze also putting out 562. Very healthy numbers from the blue team. I think Pavelski put out like 374, which is uncharacteristically low for him.
Unfortunate, but I mean, that's not like terribly low. I mean, obviously we've seen very low numbers today. As long as you're above 300, you're like, all right, I was present in the game.
Now we're going back to the Crystal Temple. Still, this double Thor is so scary. They're starting to really show how high the defense is and how Pavelski is struggling to then get these KOs on these high defense characters. Because he hit a side signature last game on a Thor that was in orange. Not going to be the knockout. Any other character in this game, it likely would have been a knockout.
Yeah, just that survivability coming out from these double Thors. Pavelski burns his dodge in a risky gravity cancel neutral signature, but will still find his way back onto the stage. Ninja going for the cannon string, but instead might turn towards Blaze for the 1v2, but no. It's going to be a cannonball onto Acno on his return back towards the stage.
Yeah, that spot dodge came out from Acno, and those active frames of the cannonball lasted through. Ooh, the weapon toss going just over Blaze's head. The Ninja trying to protect himself coming back to the stage. GC side signature. Pavelski's dead. And the Ninja is meeting him there as well.
Here again, you see that high defense coming out from the Thor's cannonball. Finally gets one stock off as Blaze with some amazing dodging to avoid the neutralite and turn around towards the Ninja 729 already. Ninja 729 starting to tick into the orange as Blaze not gonna fall.
Ooh, Pavelski's trying to get this KO onto Acno very early in his stock. It's not having it. Goes to the left side of the stage. Weapon toss down. He's going to re-grab the weapon and grab the KO. Nice follow-up with that there. See if they're going to be able to juggle Pavelski. No, he's able to land. Recovery comes out from the Ninja, putting a little bit of damage onto Pavelski. They cannot risk that at this time. They are behind the blue team.
Neutral signature will connect onto the Ninja 729. Pavelski gets the wall touch, but puts himself into active frame, so Acno's going to punish from behind.
Yo,
undamaged.
Spacing on that's so good. It's like he knew that GC down heavy was coming.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, Pavelski. Still going to get the wall touch.
Turnaround.
Does get the turnaround. He took so much damage. Good interrupt on the recovery onto Blaze. Still, this red team is behind.
And even the Blaze follow-up off of the Ninja. Pavelski's really starting to take that damage. Ninja has to be so careful because of that right there.
Oh,
no.
I
knew that was coming. The gravity cancel side signature. Blaze has done that multiple times now.
Oh. Pavelski doesn't have the jumps for it. Blaze just trying to get a guarantee with the weapon toss. And that's going to be Acno and Blaze putting them up 2-1. One game away from closing this one out, being crowned the Steelseries champion, continuing their victory warpath over the European doubles region.
Now you just saw like big damage numbers coming out from the blue team. Compare this to 472 and 482. You see the amount of damage they were able to put out earlier, and then now you're seeing the efficiency that they're grabbing those knockouts with. Those gravity cancel side signatures that Blaze was throwing out on the edge to take out the Ninja, those are huge. Just getting those KOs early on in the stock. They hit 150, you hit that gravity cancel side signature that close to the blast zone, they're done.
Rin doesn't have a hammer.
She does not have a hammer. She has the axe and she has the spear. We'll see what Pavelski's able to do with that compared to what we saw him do with the Taros previously.
Very interesting swap from Pavelski. Wants to retain the axe from the Taros, but will not really have a lot of what we saw from the Taros. Like, it's not like his Taros was predominantly, oh, he played really good axe and he just wants to have a higher speed axe. Something like that. Instead, it looks like Pavelski wants this spear play going for the double spear alongside the Ninja 729.
When you think about the numbers from last game, if you like normalize their damage to around 450, it was give or take 450. You divide that by 3, that's 150 per stock. That's you turn red and you're dead. That is insane kill efficiency.
Oh, God.
They're doing it again.
The kill efficiency continues as the Ninja 729 and Pavelski are going to be knocked down to their second stocks. And they're on, I would say, lower defense characters than they were just a game ago.
Going for something big here. Acno is just ready to punish. All he got was a weapon toss. Ninja not too damaged, so none of that's going to send him very far, but he's going to eat a neutral signature. An immediate gravity cancel side signature to the right side from Pavelski here. Neutral sig into the corner, not enough.
Nice recovery. Trying to even up the stock count. They need the stock off of Blaze. Both of them going for the recoveries, but Acno on the respawn, already putting the threat onto the Ninja 729, and it's going to be a side light side air. It is looking like trouble for this red team.
It started off well for the Ninja and Pavelski. Like, they've got a game off of this, but Acno and Blaze already have 2 victories. It's 4 stocks to 3, unless something massive happens, which both the Ninja and Pavelski are capable of. We've already seen them make gigantic, massive plays here. Unless a miracle happens, it seems like this is going for Acno and Blaze, and they're just going to take another tournament.
Pavelski doing his darndest, trying to keep the Ninja 729 alive. Over on the right side, Ninja in a risky position against the double hammers. The recovery comes out. Pavelski swaps to the unarmed to try to save the Ninja 729, but again, the Ninja just shoved off stage and he's gone. It's all left to Pavelski against the 3 stocks of the blue team. Can he do it? He's waving something goodbye.
He's about to wave this stock goodbye because it's going to be gone very soon, especially now that his dodge is gone. Weapon toss coming out. Not right on the mark with it, covered straight down below him in case he immediately went to the wall. D-Light ground pound from Acno. 1 stock to 3. There is maybe just one universe where Pavelski comes out of this the victor. And if I was a betting man, I would not put my money on this universe being the one where that happens.
Only an infinite amount of universes, but Pavelski aware of the fact that there's not an infinite amount of stocks on the blue team. 2 stocks left for this blue team. As Pavelski going in with the spear plays. Doing a good job keeping this blue team split. They look like they're kind of, like with how little they're attacking, it looks like they're just preparing for a team combo. Here it goes. Oh! You're just gonna side light nothing?
Maybe they need a little bit more damage on this stock because you saw how spread apart they were. It's not like they're going to be sending Pavelski across the stage with that.
Oh!
Okay.
This is what Pavelski wants.
It might be the universe.
What? Stomp side air.
Oh, that's so scary! Oh, that's so scary!
Ah!
How
threading the needles.
How did he somehow do that? The neutral signature from Acno. Acno and Blaze are your Steelseries 2v2 champions.
Impressive run from Pavelski, and the Ninja 729 cut just a little bit short, but of course, no surprise to see Acno and Blaze again, just dominant performance after dominant performance, 3-1ing their way through the top 8 winners side to close out Steelseries and be crowned the European champion.
They're going to be going home with the lion's share of the money. They're also going to be delivered the Apex Pro 10 keyless keyboard, which is probably the best way to get it because I still can't get one. They're still not available from SteelSeries. But if you want any of the other suite of SteelSeries products, make sure to use the coupon code BrawlSeries, one word, to get 12% off your purchases. Do we know how long that coupon code is running?